tune-up will be identical. That consistency in the marketplace that makes us a premium brand.
Make the same stuff every time. We're pretty darn close to perfect.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for racing in the dirt. With high horsepower demands, ARP delivers maximum clamping force and performance. When failure on the dirt is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
Hey race fans, have you set your Dirt Draft lineup yet? Dirt Draft is the fantasy racing app you can download right on your phone. Pick a team of 5 drivers within your $100,000 salary cap, and the better they do, the better you do. You earn points to spend in the Dirt Draft Speed Shop for all kinds of cool stuff, from t-shirts and hats, race tickets and pit passes, or even a season pass to FloRacing. New subscribers even get a free Dirt Draft t-shirt. Download the Dirt Draft app now from the Apple app or Google Play Store.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Automotive Racing Products, ARP. Quality first and made in the USA. By Big River Steel, developing sustainable steel made with the world's most advanced mini-mill technologies. And by Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. Welcome back to night number 2 of the Veland Winter Nationals here at All Tech Raceway outside Lake City, Florida. Dustin Jarrett and James Essex up top on the call. Ben Shelton joining us in the infield on an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Sunshine State. James, let's take a look at the weather. It was up to about 78, 79 earlier. Cooled off a little bit here. Clear skies. I see clouds back there. I think that's fake news.
It's okay. I think that'll help the track as well as we get ready to do Dirt Draft hot laps.
Did you set your Dirt Draft fantasy lineup today?
No, I have not. You and I, we've been busy, haven't we?
We have been busy. What's the All Florida line? What's your Dirt Draft lineup look like? Hey, Keith Nosbish, right?
Oh wow, you got to go with Earl Pearson Jr., right?
Who is here?
Who is here, by the way, helping us out. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Coming up.
I'll put J.W. Hunt on there just because it's J.W. Hunt, right?
Sure. Why not? Hey, Dirt Draft, they have all the promos that you've come to know and love, and they have debuted leagues as well. I tested that out last week for them. Great stuff. You can join leagues. You can create a league with your friends. Really, really cool stuff. Custom leaderboards, exclusive Speed Weeks leagues, buy-in options, whole 9 yards. DirtDraft.com. Make sure you sign up, join a league.
Get you a shirt, right? A Dirt Draft. Yeah, what?
I've got them all.
You got USAC. You've got
every Dirt.
Lucas Oil. You've got High Limit. Who else do we have? Is that?
Yeah, we got yes, Short Track Super Series. I mean, you've got all the shirts. Hey, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series has got one more night of racing action here at All Tech. We'll take a couple nights off before heading over to Ocala to complete the Veland Winter Nationals 2025 version. The traditional 6-week break before we head to the Buckeye State, the Charlie Vest promoted Atomic Speedway for the Spring 50, the Jim Price promoted quarter-mile fairgrounds, the house that Essex built.
$25,000 to win the Indiana Icebreaker. How about that? March the 22nd. And then we go out east. We're off for another month.
Yeah.
And then we go out east to Delaware, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. We get to see Steve O'Neill, by the way.
Yes, that's right.
And Earl Hoon Jr.
Yes, Earl Hoon's going to pit report a couple of those races for you, by the way. You've got Cody Early pit reporting for you at Atomic and Brownstown. You got Earl Hoon doing a couple at Georgetown, Port Royal. Shea Judy jumping in.
Circle City, Florence. We're not
up in the air.
Up in the air. It may be a surprise.
And then Ben and I rejoined the party back in May for Illinois Speed Week. So that's the upcoming Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing schedule. Let's take a look at the current point standings. James, you hit it on earlier, man. A three.
I don't think we've ever had a three-way tie. Now I know it's the way too early poll, right? As they say in college football, right? Tyler Bruning, Devin Moran. Now, thanks again to Chris Davis, I wanted to import some more orange spoilers in. They do get like $100 per driver for having the orange spoiler on. So Ricky Thornton Jr. held it for most of the year last year. He got a pretty good paycheck on that. But Max Blair, he's only 10 behind. Then you have the big perm. He's 30 behind. Jimmy Owens, Erb, Thornton, Shepard, Brandon Overton. But $250,000, a dirt late model record to win the points this year. $200,000 for second. So if you're Tyler Bruning, you're like, he's 16th in the world of LO points. He leads this. You never know, right?
Decisions for
to
a lot
be
of
made
guys.
here coming up. Yep.
Not just Bruning. You and I know, and Ruben over on the Outlaw side, we all know. You know, the fans at home know. These guys, most of these guys, or I shouldn't say most, there are a lot of guys that will make those decisions once
There's one guy that made his decision this week. He will be running for his 4th Lucas Oil title, Jonathan Davenport. The 49 car, the hard charger here last night.
From the 17th to
the Hoker Trucking hard
6th,
charger.
right? 17th
Even though we didn't have live timing and scoring. Well, Tiffany did a great job for us up here. But Jonathan Davenport, the hard charger last night. But how about that? Thornton won. He started 8th. Max Blair started 10th, finished 2nd. Dalton Wilson, he started 5th, finished in 3rd. A lot of comers and goers there last night. There's Max Blair right there, and a good run for him finishing in 2nd. Behind him, he's a good buddy there, parked beside him, Ricky Thornton Jr. So Max Blair off to a good start here, and he's a fast time away and making it a 4-way tie for the points lead in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
It can happen. I mean, you never know. You never know. Hey, James, you know, like I do, sports are better on the big screen, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you've not yet done so, head over to your preferred device app store and download the all-new Flow Sports TV app. Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV or Fire Stick, Android, the whole, we got them all, man. Set your favorites. You can search our library of live and on-demand content, a whole lot more. If you've not yet done so, download today the all-new Flow Sports app on your preferred device app.
What do you have at home? Do you have Roku or Fire Stick?
I'm a Roku guy at home.
You're a Roku?
Yeah, I am a Roku guy at home. Yep, absolutely.
I can barely spell Roku, but anyway. Hey, Alachua, we got Alachua, Florida right last night for
Navarre.
Mr. Johnson.
We got Navarre tonight.
And now we got Navarre, Florida for Kyle Bryant, so we're making progress.
Yes, we are. Absolutely.
All right, you see the first group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series coming up.
Yeah, they're in the staging lane. They're going to be making their way out there, just putting the final touches on rolling this racetrack in. We'll step aside real quick on the other side of this set of commercial breaks. Dirt Draft Hot Laps. You're live with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here on Flow Racing.
Welcome back, everybody, to All-Tech Raceway in beautiful Ellisville, Florida here tonight. 6:04 hot laps are underway here on the Speedway. You take a quick look there. Car number 5, that's the Magic Man Mark Whitener out of Middleburg, Florida. The race car engineering car number 5. There's good look at the 5 car, the Ocala Restaurant Supply ride. Ocala Restaurant Supply, also our Fast Time sponsor here tonight. Car number 23. Car number 23 out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's Beckham Malone. Beckham, a young driver, 13, 14 years old. There's a 111 of Demetrius Drelos. Keep an eye on him. He likes to get around these big half miles. Demetrius in the 111 down the back straightaway right now. So there's another 5 car. That's the Magic Man. I believe there's 3. Yeah, this is the 5X car here. So we've got 3 Whiteners in the field tonight. We've got Bubba Whitener, David Whitener, and Mark Whitener. We'll have to keep an eye on that group. Brandon Wells, car number 39. Yeah, track a little slick out there right now. Donnie Chappelle in the car number 25 out there. You see Bubba rolling in the 515 working into your screen there. Bubba out of Clay Hill, Florida. He'll be on the Crate Racing USA Tour this year. Car number 94 on the Speedway right now. Get a good look at him as he works through the corners of the big half mile here at All-Tech Raceway. There's the 23 ride as well. Car number 94. Get back to him here, and there's the 23 car. That's Toby Sims. And there's car number 8. We'll get a good look at the car number 8. Okay, a couple of Whitener cars there. So car number 8, Matthew Larson is here with us this weekend, but that is not Matthew that you're looking at. You can see the mud on the race cars here tonight. So the 8W, there's the 8. And that is going to be Matthew Larson out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. Matthew here with us tonight. You might be familiar with the Larson name. Brett Larson, been on the World of Outlaw Tour for some time, Austin. And let's see, Austin, we'll bring you in here tonight. How you doing, buddy?
Gearing up for our portion of the Speed here at the Steve Whitener Memorial, second annual.
That's right. Last year we had Tyler Clem was our winner. Yeah. Yeah. There's car number 22. That's Dylan Dunn. He's got some fenders flapping in the wind there already. That's not a good sign.
This guy, Joe Garrett Stewart,
Driver out of Fruitland Park.
champion here. Just come through for 6 bottles. Came oh so close. Back last year. Couldn't quite get it done, but for a little bit.
Okay, Garrett Stewart was just out there a minute ago. There's car number 7. Car number 27. Good field of cars here tonight. About 36 race cars in the house for the Jet Concrete Works 604 late model division. We're going to have qualifying coming up next here later on this evening. But first, the Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Right now, Showers Jr. in the 118 out there on the top of the charts. There's the 7, Corey Neal Jr. There's Larry Anderson, car number 51. Being followed closely by the 118. Watch that speed chart here right now. David Showers Jr. Tim Swartz in the car number 31. He's third on the speed chart. The Gas Construction car number 31. There's the Brian Green Racing car number 44. That's Cole Platt. and the Rocket XR1. Nice to see Cole here tonight. Car number 67 flashes in front of our screen there briefly. There's the 8. It's Matthew Larson. Nice to see Matthew here racing. You see right behind Matthew, car number 67. That's a previous track champion here. That's Garrett Stewart. So as we mentioned before, the Jet Concrete Works here, late model division at Alltech Raceway, proud sponsors of this division. They've been with the 604 late model division now for 3 years and help out tremendously throughout the year, supporting dirt late model racing here in the Southeast. There's car number 52, the 28. We'll get you some names and numbers here briefly. The All Gas Pros, car number 28. Down the back straightaway. Love the colors on that race car. As we started to mention a little bit earlier, heat races scratched here tonight. We had to scratch those. Looking at the weather forecast, folks, it looks like a little rain coming in, maybe about 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight. We figured we'll move the show along quickly, scratch the heat races here tonight. We'll qualify the cars, 4 groups, lock in the 4 fastest. That'll give us our Sweet 16, and we'll run a last chance qualifier tomorrow afternoon. Weather looks good for tomorrow, so we should be in good shape. So Cody Carl out there at car number 52, Austin Lehman in the 28, Mikey Kopke in the 721. There's Pearson Williams looking pretty sharp here tonight in car number 21. Pearson out of the Dublin, Georgia area. How about the 7L, Jordan Lockhart in the Barry Wright Icon. So we'll get you some lap times here. John Price in the P4 on the speedway right now. Cody Carl on the 52. We'll watch these guys, see what kind of times we get. Cameron Saunders also on the speedway in car number 29S. There's Steven Stratton in the 42. Car number 24 working around the speedway right now. How about Corey Neal Jr.? He's sitting at the top of the board now with a 20. Well, Cameron Saunders knocked off a good lap right there, a 24.36. So Cameron Saunders to the top of the board. There's the P4. There's the 24 rocking and rolling down through turns number 1 and 2 here. Treacherous through turns number 1 and 2 last night. We'll have to see how that plays out here tonight. Hot laps are underway. 36. Jet Concrete Works 604 dirt late models in the house here tonight. We'll utilize the Crate Racing USA dirt late model rules. Couple of big races throughout the year for these guys here at Alltech Raceway. One would be the Harvey Jones Memorial during the Memorial Day weekend. And the 30th running of the Powell Family Memorial happens this year. $30,000 to win. That comes up in October here at Alltech Raceway. 3rd week to be exact. There's Mike Kopka in car number 21. You have to keep your eyes on him. He was a recent winner. And that car, Cameron Saunders, that driver out of Lake City, Florida. Got a good look at that race car right there. The Roundtree Moore Ford out of Lake City, the O'Neill Company's on the side of that ride. Cameron, a regular here. Good look there at our staging area. Austin Yarborough will be in the Brian Green Racing Top Shelf Trailer car number 18 this weekend. I think they're going to try to make a bid for the Crate Racing USA title this year. There's Caleb Gay, car number 16. 14 AJ on the screen right now. The SRI 14 car. Couple of the hometown regulars here this weekend to keep an eye on. One will be right there, car number 17. That's Nevin Gainey. And the 55 behind him. We'll watch him and the 119 of Joe Belkey. So Cameron Saunders is at the top of the board right now. Eli Johnson, car number 55, a good lap for him. Nathan Bray as well. Brian Bodes in the B2. Cody Overton right to the top of the board in the CO2 car. Now, we'll mention that car as the night goes on, but Cody Overton will be one to watch all weekend long in the CO2. Nevin Gainey second quick in the 17G. Joe Belkey fourth quick. I told you watch out for Joe. Joe, a regular over at the Volusia Speedway Park, lives over in the Daytona area. Austin Yarborough, Nevin Gainey to the top of the board. So Gainey, Overton, and Miller in the 14 AJ. There's the CO2, the Dave's Towing Ocala Restaurant Supply car. He is our sponsor, $300 Fast Time Award here tonight. The Ocala Restaurant Supply. That's a Savage chassis here this weekend in the CO2. Remember, that car was the winner last year with Tyler Clem behind the wheel. Too Cool. That's Cody Overton in the Too Cool CO2 here tonight. Little sexy. That car is basically programmed to win here at Alltech Raceway. Every time it shows up, it's a contender to win. I think that car probably has 3 wins here with the Big Frog ownership, and probably 3 or 4 out of the Whitener Racing stables. So it's got several wins here at Alltech Raceway.
Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series drivers in the staging lane and starting to make their way out on the track for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. James, Dirt Draft Hot Laps doesn't pay anything except
in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at our awards banquet. The driver with the most Dirt Draft Hot Laps will get a cash award as you see the cars rolling on the track. Coming out first, the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series national champion got his 43rd win here last night. In that Bobby and Jessica Kohler entry, that's the Coltman Farms Ultimate Towing and Recovery. That is Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr. out of Martinsville, Indiana. In the Clements-powered Longhorn 20RT. So a 3-way tie for the points lead heading into tonight.
And he's not one of them.
And he's not one of them. He is up to 8th in the points. There's the 18D, the Big Perm, having a good year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He is 5th in the points. He is in the James Ratliff MG Auto Sales Grantley Farms Innovative Community Solutions Longhorn. Dean Bowen, the new crew chief this year on that car. That is the Big Perm, Dalton Wilson. Dalton Wilson, DJ, of course, out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Absolutely. Behind him in that Skyline Motorsports number 16, our winner at Golden Isles a couple of weeks ago, the Quick Supply Company Truck Country Olsen Explosives Longhorn number 16 is Decorah, Iowa's Tyler Bruning, the former Deary Brothers Series champion, two-time Yankee Dirt Classic champ. Behind him, it's going to be the 09 out of Sun River, Montana. That is going to be Michael Leach, a three-time winner a year ago in that Cornet-powered Longhorn, the Dust Pods, Willow Ranch, Hellraiser Jacks, Lowenbro Motorsports sponsored 09 for Michael Leach. Behind him, Mike Marlar in the Gold 157, that Mesilla Valley Transportation Quick Supply Company, Truck Country Skyline Motorsports Longhorn for Mike Marlar. And James behind him in the Napa Auto Parts Garnto Southern number 76. That's the, well, I was about to say the Wilson Sons Motor, not the Wilson Sons Motorsports, but the Longhorn Factory team. Anthony Burrows turning the wrenches on Big Sexy Brandon Overton.
Now, we had his brother Little Sexy out a while ago in the 604 craze. 37 of those drivers, 46 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So that's right. I know we had 45 last night. We've had Kyle Bryant. Last year we had 49 and 47, so a good turnout here. There's the 59 car, that Brandon Caddo owned car. That is Trey Mills. Trey Mills out of St. Augustine, Florida in car 59. Good to see new people getting involved in late model racing, right? Yeah. Brandon Caddo, and on that 59 car, they're going to do racing various races this year, maybe some Summer Nationals races again. And Trey still has his own car. There's the 5 car. That's the Magic Man. It'll be Mark Whitener. Mark Whitener in the Southeast Ship Repair number 5, Ocala Restaurant out of Middleburg, Florida. Cody Jett turning the wrenches on car number 5.
Hey, he's got the Keith Coons corner down there. He's got about six different race cars down in his corner of the pit area. So first session of Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. After this, it will be time trials for the 604s. Joe Kelly go down and interview their overall quick qualifier. We've got, let's see if all the transponders are picking up with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. I know they were not with the 604s. Looks like we've got them here with Lucas Oil.
Even Missing Data.
Missing Data's number 1 right now.
Missing Data, top of the speed chart, 17.931. How about that?
Let's see who Missing Data might be.
I've been impressed with Missing Data this year. Been fast all year, and
Missing Data might be in a 4-way tie for the points lead by the time this is over. So it's not Dalton Wilson. It's not Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton. Who else is out there? Is it the 09? It's Michael Leach.
Lowenbro.
Michael Missing Data Leach with a 17643. There you have it.
The Dust Pods by Dustin Jarrett.
That's right. I had a very short-lived nickname of the Dust Buster. That was.
Well, then Dustin Neat comes along and he takes that.
Yeah.
Back when you were calling high school football back in 17 years old, right? You told me the story, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it with the Union Local Jets?
It was with the Union Local Jets.
So you were attending high school there, calling the games, and you kind of got in trouble one night with the referee.
Yeah, I was young and cocky. Yeah, fans weren't happy with a call that was made, and I told them I don't make the calls, I only announce them.
Was it a late hit on Patrick Mahomes?
Well, I don't know, but the official promptly came over and told our offensive coordinator to tell your announcer to shut up, or it'll be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike the next time he says it. There's Dade City, Florida's Brendan Smith in the 17 SS, the Big Daddy's Cattle, Guardian Hurricane Protection, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing sponsored entry. You like that story, don't you? I did not get charged for targeting. Behind him in the 40B, Kyle Bronson out of Brandon, Florida in the Atomic Music Group Race Car Engineering, Borchers Equipment, Lloyd Hauling and Demo sponsored Longhorn for Kyle Bronson. James behind him, Rick Boom Briggs in the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. Boom and that Briggs Transport Excess Storage. Corey Rubber Corporation, Valvoline, Dave Warren Power Sports sponsored 99B.
The 79, the Coltman Farms H&H Auto Sales entry as we got a car stalled here and going into turn 1, so we remained under caution. That'll be Donald McIntosh. D-Mac ran 3rd for most of the race last night, ended up in the top 10. He has jumped up to 11th in the points, And he plans right now. Dan Ebert and Donald McIntosh contending for the Rally Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. There may be a couple of other candidates. They don't really have to declare for Rookie of the Year until the end of March, but right now coming into this race 11th in the points in that Billy Hicks double nickel. So at one point last night, what did we have? We had a Longhorn, a double nickel, a capital.
Double nickel, yeah.
How about Shane Clant last night?
It's a good run.
Yeah, he had that flat tire. He ran first or second for the first good part of that race. And there's the 24D car, the Martin McLeod entry. That'll be Michael Brown, downtown Michael Brown, not Markle, but Michael Brown, the Black Crest Angus Farms, 24D.
There's the number 28 of Dennis Erb Jr., Thank you. That was mine that you just hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm like that referee.
The 2022 World of Outlaws Series champion Dennis Erb Jr. in the Vomac Truck Sales Capital race car. McBride Mac Kaiser Manufacturing on the side of that. The 58. Already 2 wins this year for Garrett Alberson, who was 6th in last year's point standings. In that Romer Machine and Welding Low Voltage Solutions, Bill Sport Shop, Messiah Valley Transportation sponsored car. There's the 111, a runner-up finish last night for Max Blair, former series rookie of the year in the Centerline Motorsports Brad Spo Chassis and J Dairy. Gable Inn, Murphy's Logan Creekside Auto Sales sponsored number 111.
Mr. Jarrett, you have been disqualified from the game for targeting.
I thought you just threw me out there for a second.
Sorry about that.
What was happening?
There's probably some people like to mute us both, wouldn't they? Garrett,
that's also true.
17.521, Garrett Alberson in the track record, 16.6 by Devin Moran. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was going to say, to put this in perspective, they've got her juiced up a lot more tonight. Fast time last night was 18.9 for Devin Moran. And Garrett Alberson right now flirting with the 16-second bracket. What's that track record again?
16.6.
Ooh. Okay.
Devin Moran. Garrett Alberson, 17.086.
Garrett Alberson is 0.7 of a second faster than anybody else. Is that right?
Good. A little bit of a struggle last night.
Wow.
Donald
okay.
McIntosh, Dennis Erb Jr., Kyle Bronson, Max Blair, Boone Briggs, Michael Brown, Brandon Smith in that group.
Huh.
Group number 3. Well, there you go. Hot laps do pay in the Lucas Oil Series.
Just Dan walking down through there.
Who?
Nobody. Don't worry. It's just Dan. Next group of drivers making their way out on the racetrack in the 3S. It's going to be Squirrel Brian Shirley out of Chatham, Illinois, in that Durham-powered Longhorn. The Bob Cullen Racing, Thomason Express, Hooker Trucking, J&J Ventures Gaming, Allgaier Performance. Sponsored entry, 7th in last year's World of Outlaws point standings, was the 4-time Summer Nationals champ, former Mars champ. Behind him in the number 31, that is going to be Tyler Millwood, the former Ultimate Series champion in that Durham-powered Rocket chassis. The Millwood Plumbing, Gray's Mobile Service, Competitive Racing Equipment, Tarpon Solutions, sponsored 31 for Tyler Millwood.
This Casual Friday's got me all wound up. The 6th car, that'll be Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida, in that Wilkerson Farms entry. Car number 6 back in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here in 2025. Behind him, Snowdrift, the Bargain Barn Motorsports 76 out of Ritter, South Dakota. That is Blair Nodorf and his father Troy Nodorf's 76 Rocket. And behind him is the number 1, the best performance car at Langenfelder Mechanical. That'll be Turbo Tyler Erb. Tyler out of New Waverly, Texas, 7th in the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standing.
Devin Moran also on the track. That flat tire on the final lap last night for the driver of the Double Down Motorsports Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking sponsored number 99. Twice now runner-up in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings. I think one other driver on the track, Dale McDowell, in that Rick
How could we forget about him?
How could we forget about? I almost called Dale Robinson down in the Lucas trailer. Dale McDowell earlier. The McDowell and that Riggs Fiber, Dude Wipes, Riggs Drilling Solutions, VP Racing Fuels, UNOH Coltman Farms sponsored Longhorn. Tyler Erb, the quickest driver in Dirt Draft Hot Laps Group 3 with a 1:7.192. Man, track looks really, really good here tonight.
Do you notice something where we're stationed at behind Rob Penrod up here? You can feel the thunder, right? Feel the thunder, as we used to say, right? Well, the 900 horsepower, you can feel it. You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
We were sitting at. You can just feel them as they come off of turn 4. What a feeling it is. So Tyler, 17.192, Brian Shirley, Blair Nodor, Tyler Millwood, Devin Moran, Dale McDowell, Clay Harris. There is the Valvoline Rocket Durham Ford, the number 1 of Brandon Shepard out of New Berlin, Illinois. Danny White, the crew chief on that car. How about the crew now? Austin Hargrove, Joel Rogers, Danny White, been together a long time, and Brandon Shepard back behind the wheel of the Rocket One, looking for his first Lucas Oil title here in 2025.
There's the 60 of Dan Ebert, one of our O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year candidates in that Collins Brothers Towing, MTH, Shaw Trucking, Woody's Racing sponsored Rocket Chassis out of Lakeshore, Minnesota. Fifth in last year's USMTS point standings was Dan Ebert. Behind him is the driver out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, the 93, Corey Lawler, in that Pro Power Ponchos Racing Products, PPC Lubricants, Kaufman's Auto Clinic, Sunoco sponsored at number 93. That is Corey Lawler. One of your red 22s in front of you, James.
Yeah, that'll be the Banning Chiropractic, Hilsebeck Farms 22 Capital. That'll be Daniel Hilsebeck. Daniel out of Earlham, Iowa, in the 22. Also on the main straightaway, the Hunt, the Front, the Kubota Genuine Parts 10 Capital. That is Joseph Joyner. Joseph Joyner. How about Talon Center turning the wrenches on that car this week? Out of Milton, Florida. I think they had, how many, like 8 or 9 inches of snow last week?
Yeah, I talked to the Joiners. Yeah, they had over 7 inches of snow, about 8 inches of snow there last week in Milton, Florida.
Do they have any snow plows in Milton, Florida? He said they found about 4. There's last year's Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series Rookie of the 388. That is Jackson Heiss. Jackson Heiss out of Ocala, Florida, in the 388.
Behind him will be the 28 with Randall Edwards turning wrenches on that car. That is going to be Carson Brown out of New London, North Carolina. Vic Hill Power Plant underneath the hood of that Longhorn. The CBJ Brand Connect, EBB Logistics Pay Cafe, Sunoco Race Fuels. 28 for Carson Brown. We have one more. Did you get Spence? We got Spence.
No, you need Spence.
Yep, Spencer Hughes out of Causeyville, Mississippi. He's already got a street stock win this year. The JCM Motorsports Yellowhammer Design and Construction Clyburn Tank Line sponsored Rocket Chassis for Spencer Hughes.
Well, Jackson Heiss right now, the youngster out of Ocala, 18.3 up. Carson Brown at 18.3. Now Spencer, 18.294. Shepard, 17.705. I tell you, Dan Ebert's been impressive. He's a former snowmobile racer as well, right?
Former snowmobile racer, so he spent some time actually down not terribly far from my neck of the woods. He worked for Jackie Boggs for a while.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that or not. Yeah, he worked for Jackie Boggs and ran some modifieds down there in my neck of the woods.
Did he work on some Swartz cars?
I think he did work on some Swartz cars. Ran a modified some at like Skyline and Atomic and some of those places.
Cool.
Right now, he's third quick in this session of Dirt Draft Hot Lap. Daniel Hilsebeck second, and that guy, Brandon Shepard, the fastest in Dirt Draft Hot Lap group number 4 with a 17.313.
Brandon Shepard currently 9th in the Lucas Oil points right now, 32 career wins in his return to Rocket One here in 2025. Well, the 5th group of 6 coming out. Again, 46 cars entered here tonight in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We'll have 4 heats, 2 B mains, and tonight's A main. Dustin, as you've been 50 laps tonight, 12,000 to win. There's the ASD Motorsports BK grading the 74. X, that'll be Ethan Dotson. RC Whitwell turning the wrenches, the crew chief on that car out of Bakersfield, California for the 74X. Behind him, there's the 17X, Chris Zacharias, his dad, the owner of that car, Seth Zacharias. He's out of Vestal, New York.
He's got modified, a Jones power plant.
A Jones power plant on that Longhorn, and his first full year in a super late model out of the modified ranks. They're in the Empire State.
And the 52-year-old behind him, the Osho Jimmy Owens out of Newport, Tennessee, in that Reese Monument Boom Test Well Service Ultimate Towing and Recovery Elite Ready Mix sponsored entry for Jimmy Owens, a winner at East Bay last year during Speed Weeks. He'll be followed by the driver of the number 9 out of Watertown, New York, T-Mac Tim McCready, 2-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion, and that Briggs Transport Excess Storage, Dave Warren Power Sports, Fox Shocks, Valvoline Rocket number 9 for Tim McCready. Number 9 on it this year is a tribute to his father, Barefoot Bob.
And behind him, there's the 23 car, the 13-year-old. That is Beckham Malone. Beckham Malone doing double duty tonight here in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the 604s in his dad, Jeff Malone's car. He is out of Rock Hill, South Carolina in car number 23. Young up-and-coming racer.
Kyle Bryant, our only new entrant on the racetrack.
The same font, him. 79, as Donald McIntyre.
The similarly fonted number 79. That's right. It's a Clemens Power Plant under the hood of his Longhorn, the Bryant Racing Equipment, Back Ridge Tree Service, All-Star Performance, sponsored 79 of Kyle Bryant out of Navarre, Florida.
I think that covers it. Ryan Gustin, I believe, should be out there, right? And Cody Mallory turning the crew chiefs on the Cooney Motorsports Infinity by Wells out of Marshalltown, Iowa.
On the backstretch.
In the Hoker Trucking, Allen's Seamless Guttering, and 19R. So 5th group out of 6 here in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
And Jonathan Davenport also on the speedway. Did you get him, James?
Well, he's top of the chart.
Yes, he is.
He got 17.147. He may go 16 here momentarily. No, but
Kyle Bryan at the top of the wall down in turns 1 and 2. That'll draw the Coltman Farms Racing caution flag for the first time.
Jonathan Davenport, 17.147. The Hoker Trucking Hard Charger last night, 17th to 7th. Ethan Dodson second in this group. Gustin, Zacharias, Bryant, Malone, McCready, and Owens. Not sure if McCready and Owens were. They're like way down here off the.
I don't know if they got a full lap at speed,
either,
I think is what it is. I don't think they got a full lap at speed, maybe.
How about the speed of Jimmy Owens this year? The hard charger at Golden Isles. Last night, a good run for him. He's 6th in the points. He's only 40 out of 1st.
I mean, a nightmare chassis, a loose gruff LG3.
Well, I talked to him yesterday at Lincoln. I mean, it's a lot of it, quite honestly, from CJ Rayburn. He's a Rayburn. You know, you got a combination of a lot of things there. He just doesn't have a name for it. He said, I'm just going to race and whatever it is, right?
Caught up in no name. I want to.
Hey, is there anybody?
Chew gum and build race
better
cars
innovator in dirt late model racing than CJ Rayburn was, right?
Oh man, you and I had a lot, especially back in our Battle of the Bluegrass.
Oh
days.
yeah,
we had a lot of great chats and interviews with CJ Rayburn. That's a wrap on Dirt Draft Hot Laps for group number 5, and Superman is atop the charts, as you see there on the Veland leaderboard on the left side of your screen, 17.130. One more set of Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and we'll come right back with time trials for the 604s. Take a look at the stage. Look at the sunset there in the background.
Very nice.
This is I'm with Michael Rigsby. This is one of my favorite pit areas in all of race. Just the layout, the Spanish moss, the sunset.
The camping, a lot more campers here tonight. Should have a bigger crowd. Tomorrow night should be good. Good weather for tomorrow.
I wandered back in the camping area. I will be the first to admit there's more campers back there. I thought it's a little deeper, kind of back towards turn 2 than I thought. Nice camping area, good folks. It's a cool layout and just a cool track here at Alltech, man.
That's one of the things about Eldora we don't get really to do. We don't really get to go through the campgrounds, you know.
Well,
we would be stopped by everybody to talk, and we appreciate all. We love the fans, and man, they are great. They are the best as we bring out this. Yes, absolutely.
Tony naming his son after us too.
Dominic James, DJ.
Yeah, that's right. Ross Robinson, first driver to bring out the final wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. It's out of Georgetown, Delaware, and that Ken Adams, Dutch Star Motorsports, Stokely Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, Frozen Farmer, Wesley Collins Builder sponsored rocket chassis. Behind him in the Paylor Motorsports number 93, that's going to be Carson Ferguson, the Hoop Hog Grading Company, Coleman Farms Racing, Spork Oil Company, Boone HVAC sponsored 93 for cousin Carson Ferguson, the 24-year-old out of Lincolnton, North Carolina.
Last Carson not here tonight. It's Johnny. We got Carson and Brown and Carson and Ferguson. There's the Team 22 Incorporated for G.R. Smith. That'll be Drake Troutman, last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, the Victory Circle. Gambler Transport 22 out of Heinemann, PA. He had some tough luck last night to start the night and to end the night, but he has been fast all year long. There's the 43 car. That'll be Derek Stewart. He's in the capital car. He's out of Ainsworth, Iowa. And 43. You never know where Derek Stewart's going to show up at, do you? You never know.
Ainsworth, Iowa. My home state. Second home state.
Second home state. Thursday, Coconut almost got the win last night.
He has. Shane Plant has been given a lot of nicknames over the years. Coconut, Georgia Bulldog. Some of them we can't say on the air.
Some of them we can't say on the air. That out of Zebulon, Georgia, that is Austin Smith's car that he's, Austin's dad, Chad Smith, he and Shane Clanton, business partners in Capital Race Cars. There's the Big River Steel 71 Wheeler Metals. That'll be Hudson O'Neill. Out of Martinsville Lane into Drake Troutman, 17078 DJ. There's Nicholas Johnson, Alachua, Florida, his hometown. But Troutman 17078, Ferguson 17140, Clanton 17205. So Clanton he led what, 5 laps?
Yeah.
But he ran first or second up until he had the flat tire. So If he would have been around at the end, and when Moran had that flat, who knows? He could have come home with a victory last night. But a good run for Clanton though last night, showed a lot of speed.
Yeah, absolutely, and a guy that we just saw on the screen there as well that had rebounded nicely last night. Drake Troutman, right, fastest in that last group. He grabbed the wall in All-Star Performance Time Trials last night, really putting behind the 8-ball. He came up through his heat race nice and ran. Was actually coming up through the field in the feature there for a little while. Maybe didn't have the finish that he quite wanted, but a nice rebound last night for the 22 star of Drake Troutman. So I believe we are actually, incorrectly mentioned 6:04 is going to be. I think they're going to turn back around and talk to Rick Schwally, come right back with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Group A.
We're just going to keep rolling here.
You're going to keep.
It's a very fluid
rolling.
situation.
Yes, it is a fluid situation. Yes. So,
all right, Mikey Marlar, there he is going to be coming up first, DJ, in the 157. Mikey Marlar, 23 career wins at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He'll be followed by the 76 car. That'll be Brandon Overton. He's out of Evans, Georgia. Brandon Overton, 18 career wins, and then Tyler Bruning, a winner for the first time a few weeks ago. Mike Marlar, he is in the Skyline Motorsports, Quick Supply Company, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Truck Country, Bruning Rock Products, Cannon Auto Salvage, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Olsen Explosives, Longhorn Clements, Josh Davis, the crew chief on that car. Brandon Overton with Anthony Burrows turning the wrenches on the Riggs Motorsports, going to Southern Napa Auto Parts, Bill Stein, Roof USA, UNOH, Dude Wipes, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Longhorn Clements, and then Tyler Bruning, the Skyline Motorsports, Quick Supply Company, Truck Country, Olsen Explosives, Bill Stein, Bruning Rock Products, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Zeb Holskovic, the crew chief on the Longhorn Clements, car 16, tied for the points lead.
17-109 for Mike Marlar, 18-017 for Brandon Overton, and 16-851 for Tyler Bruning. His track record could be in danger tonight. Marlar better on lap 2, 16-895. Overton second lap, 17-212. Lap number 2 for Tyler Bruning. Not as good, 16-857 his second lap. First lap, and the time to beat in All-Star Performance Time Trials after 3 cars is a 16.851 for Tyler Bruning. That is a good lap. Remind us of the track record.
16.645.
There you go. 2/10 off.
There you go. Up next will be the 09. It'll be rookie late model driver out of Sun River, Montana. It'll be Michael Leach. He's in the Dust Pods. Willis Ranch, Hellraiser, Jacks, Longhorn Cornet from Lowenbro Motorsports. Dawson Cook, the crew chief on that car. Followed by the 59 out of St. Augustine, Florida. And the Brandon Caddo Motorsports, the Longhorn Clements. It'll be Trey Mills. Trey Mills in the Twins Farm. Mills Concrete, Herbert Graphics entry. And the crew chief on that car is Colton Blair. And the 20 RT, last night's winner to Martinsville, Indiana, Ricky Thornton Jr., the Bobby and Jessica Kohler, Ultimate Tow, Egg Recovery, Hoker Trucking, Elite Ready Mix, Capital Waste, Bill Stein, Certified Inspection Service, EMD Wraps, Coleman Farm, Sunoco, Longhorn Clements, Nathan Sledo, the crew chief on car 20 RT.
Ricky Thornton Jr. to the top of the leaderboard. James 16810 for RTJ. Michael Leach, his second lap was best, 16896. Trey Mills trying to improve on a 17319. His second lap time is a 17 not as good, 17318. And Ricky Thornton Jr. better on lap 2. They're flirting with the track record, James. 16749. Quick time for RTJ.
Up next will be the 5. It'll be the Magic Man. He's out of Middleburg, Florida. That'll be the Baron Mark Whitener. He's in the Ocala Restaurant Supply, Southeast Ship Repair, Jeff Concrete Works, Baker Farms, DT Welding, Boswell Oil, Cody Jet, the crew chief on the Longhorn Pro Power. Followed by the Big Perm, Dalton Wilson out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, the James Ratliff out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, Grantley Farms, EMG Auto Sales, the Auto Outlet, Innovative Community Solutions, Keltner Contracting, JR Motor Sales, B&L Construction, Dean Bowen, the crew chief on the Longhorn Clements, and Brendan Smith with Brian Green turning the wrenches on the Smith Speed Solutions, Rocket Durham, Guardian Hurricane Protection, Big Daddy's Capel, Plum Crazy Plumbing, Total Claim Source, Skipper Smokehouse, Clyde Johnson's Contracting and Roofing, Sunoco Race Fuels, Fox Shocks, Franklin Enterprises, number 17 SS.
Dalton Wilson, second wicket. Garrett Alberson, new track record, 16.429. Garrett Alberson, wow. Dalton Wilson, third quick on lap 1. He does not improve on lap 2. Alberson's second lap is not better. It doesn't matter. You have a new quick time all tech, and you've got a new track track record holder out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, Garrett Alberson with a 16.429. Oh my.
In that low voltage solutions, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Sunoco Race Fuels, Bill Stein, Titan Racing Products, Cheap Cars, Dickey's Doghouse, Nutrient X Solutions, Longhorn Clements, Zach Houston, the crew chief on that car, NTR. For 58, up next will be the Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, Boom Briggs, the Briggs Transport. Excess Stories, Trans 58, Corey Rubber Corporation, Stan Mobile Home Sales, Meridian Hardwoods, Tucker Drums, Dave Warren Power Sports, On Time Graphics, Brenda's Place, Rocket Clements, followed by Dennis Erb Jr., the Heatherline Crew Chief, Capital Clements, McBride Mac, Mac Truck Sales, J&J Shocks. Also, Performance Rod and Custom VP Fuels, and Michael Brown, and the Mark McLeod Longhorn Clements, Blackcrest Angus Farms, Hammond Lane Clearing, Mike's Transmission, Piggly Wiggly, WP Racing Products, JR's Bar, Wesley Page, the crew chief on 24D.
Michael Brown, 10th quick on lap number 1. Boom Briggs is 12th quick, his first time around. Second lap time now about to come up for Boom. Dennis Erb Jr., by the way, was 7th fastest. Boom, 12th quick on lap 2. Dennis Erb, 7th fastest the second time around. Michael Brown now goes 7th fastest. Best lap of that trio, a 1:7.028 for Michael Brown. After 12 cars, Garrett Alberson, Ricky Thornton Jr., Dalton Wilson, your top 3 qualifiers.
Wow. That's all I got to say. Up next will be the 40B. That'll be Kyle Bronson. He's out of Brandon, Florida. He is in the Atomic Music Group, LLC, Race Car Engineering, Borsters Equipment, Lucas Oil, Michael Lloyd Hauling and Demolition, LTX Home Builders, Mike Baker, the cruise chief on the Longhorn Clements, followed by the 79. It'll be Donald McIntosh. He's out of Dawsonville, Georgia. He is in the Billy Hicks Racing, Double Nickel Clements, followed by H&A Title Sales, Coleman Farms. Bill Stein Shocks, 79. Danny Treaster, Aaron Latham on the crew of that car, followed by the 111, Max Blair. 4th in the points out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, the Brad Spochest, Centerline Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, C&J Dairy, Creek Pizza and Pub, Upstate Auto Group, Dean Auto Care, or Auto Group, Creekside Auto Sales, One Stop Collision, Murphy's Logging, TLW Transport, Gable Inn, Riggs Fiber, and Deer Lakes. Robbie Blair, the crew chief on the 111.
Kyle Bronson, 8th quick on lap number 1. Donald McIntosh, a great run last night. He'll go 8th fastest his first time around. Here comes Max Blair, last night's runner-up. He goes 8th quick his first time around. Let's see if anybody can improve on lap number 2. KB40 second lap time, not as good. He'll be 10th quick, 1:7.159. Second lap time for Donald McIntosh, and he was slow coming across the line. James, don't know what happened there. Second and final lap for Max Blair, a little better. He'll bump up a couple spots to 7th quick, 16.937 for the Centerville, Pennsylvania driver. 15 drivers have attempted a lap in Group A. Garrett Alberson, the new track record and time to beat with a 16.430.
Did he not set the track record at Eagle last year when you and I were there? We had a new track record.
Maybe. Yeah, he did it twice in a row. He did it there in Shelby County both,
How about that? Yes. Yeah. All right, Blair Nodor. By the way, Brendan Smith missed his time when he was coming out, so I am not sure if he's going to qualify in this first group or not.
He did have trouble in hot laps.
Blair Nodor, the 76 out of Renner, South Dakota. He's in the Bargain Barn Motorsports, Grandpa Ben's Rance Western Provisions, K-Day Melody Real Estate, Slicker Graphics, Asphalt Pros, Hal Plumbing and Heating, Glanzer Trucking, Rocket Clements, followed by Clay Harris and the Ken Harris Rocket Durham, Wilkerson Farms, Impact Electrical, Done Right Construction, National Fragile X Foundation, Boswell Oil, West Burton, the crew chief, and Devin Moran, the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports. That is a Clements-powered entry. Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, 99 DJ.
First lap time for Devin Moran is good enough for 8th fastest. Second lap time's going up for the rest of the field. Blair Nodor's best lap is 11th quick, 17.112. Second lap time for Clay Harrison, the 6th, 15th quick, 17.299. And Devin Moran's second and final lap time, he's good enough for 8th quick. Best lap is a 17.011. 18 drivers have now attempted a lap in All-Star Performance Time Trials Group A. Garrett Alberson, Ricky Thornton Jr., Dalton Wilson, still your top 3.
You got 4 left to go. It'll be the veteran Dale McDowell up next to the Riggs Motorsports 81J's out of Chickamauga, Georgia. He is in the Dude Wipes, Riggs Drilling Solutions, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Riggs Fiber, Haymaker Race Car Bodies, and Ballard's Excavation. That is a Longhorn Clements, followed by the 31 out of Kingston, Georgia, the Rocket Durham. It'll be Tyler Millwood and the Millwood Plumbing, Gray's Mobile Services, Machine Construction, Penske Shocks, Competition Racing Components, Tarpon Springs, Solutions and One Source Paint and Body, followed by the number 1, the best performance Rocket Club. It's a Tyler Erb out of New Waverly, Texas, in the Langenfelder Mechanical, Roberts B Company, First Class Septic, Go Lithium, Sunoco, Ratio, Santa Weld. Cody Carl, the crew chief, on the number 1 for Eric and Kelly. Brock Turbo right now 7th in the points.
Dale McDowell's going to go 17th quick his first time around. Tyler Millwood comes across the straight 13th fastest on lap number 1. Turbo's first lap time, good enough for 18th quick. Lap 2 for Mac Daddy. Boy, Mac Daddy gets way high down in turns 3 and 4. Second and final lap time is not as good. He'll be 19th quick, 1:7.472. Second lap for Tyler Millwood is not as good. 13th quick, 1:7.161. And Tyler Erb will bump up to 16th fastest. His second lap was his best lap, 1:7.261. James, just one driver left to qualify here in Group A when All-Star Performance Time Trials. And it's going to be the 3S of Brian Shirley, and he is gunning for Garrett Alberson, who is 0.3 better than anybody else right now with a lap of 1:6.430.
Brian Shirley didn't make the show last night. He was one of the quickest cars in hot laps here earlier tonight. The Bob and Lisa Colton, Longhorn Durham, Thompson Express, Okra Trucking, All Guy Performance, J&J Ventures Gaming, Race Ranch, Cheap Cars, KBC Graphics, Cam Ludwig turning the wrenches on the 3S of Brian Shirley. Former Knoxville Late Model Nationals winner, a runner-up last September in Iowa. Trying to beat a track record of 16.430 by Garrett Alberson. Here comes Squirrel.
Brian Shirley's first lap time, 19th quick. James 1:7.440. So he missed his mark just a little bit. It looked like that last time down in turns 3 and 4. We'll see what kind of lap Squirrel has this time as he wheels that Bob Cullen Racing 3S off corner number 4. Second lap time's a little better, but he stays 19th. His best lap was a 1:7.380. Brendan Smith does not get a lap time. Remember, he had problems in Dirt Draft Hot Laps earlier. And that's a wrap on All-Star Performance Time Trials for the first half of the field. Your quick qualifier in Group A and new All-Tech track record holder Garrett Alberson with a 1:6.430. Ricky Thornton Jr. second, Dalton Wilson third, Tyler Bruning fourth. If those times hold up, James, those 4 drivers will start on the front row of heat races 1 and 2. A little bit later on this evening, Mike Marler, Michael Leach, great qualifying lap for him. Max Blair, Devin Moran, Michael Brown, and Donald McIntosh rounding out the top 10 in All-Star Performance Time Trials Group A. We're going to wipe the slate clean and do it all again here with Group B.
By the way, both of Alberson's laps were faster than anybody else.
Yes.
Talon Center, good to have a close-up of him right down in the pit area.
Yes, that's right.
So Alberson, Thornton, so that means Wilson and Bruning will be on the outside front row of heats 1 and 2.
Yes, they will.
All right, Group B, which will be heats 3 and 4 tonight. Jackson Heiss will lead them out. Last year's Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. He's out of Ocala, Florida. He is in the Black Diamond Clements. Quality Services Roofing, Triple Crown Trailers, Down to Earth Trailers, Herbert Graphics, Jason Fitzgerald, the crew chief on the 388, followed by the 20-foot beat with Randall Edwards turning the wrenches of the new London, North Carolina youngster. It'll be Carson Brown. Carson Brown, the Pay Cafe, GBS Brand Connect, Doyle Edwards Trucking, Ebb Logistics, Bill Stein, Sunoco, Race Fuels, Longhorn, Vic Hill, followed by the 22 out of Earlham, Iowa, Daniel Hilsebeck, and the Capital Clements, Manning Chiropractic, 22 Enterprises, Big Deal Car Care, Hilsebeck Farms, Finish Line Paint and Body Adams, Snow Removal, Tristan Vesterby, the crew chief on the 22.
First lap times going up for this trio. Jackson Heiss, 17.308. Carson Brown, 17.689. Daniel Hilsebeck, 17.231. That's the fastest. The first trip around this half-mile oval. Second lap time for Jackson Heiss, better, 17.256. Second lap for Carson Brown, better, 1:7.595. What's Hilsebeck got for him on lap number 2, James? He improves as well. Good lap. 1:6.972 for Daniel Hilsebeck. That's the early time to beat in All-Star Performance Time Trials for Group B.
Up next will be the number 1. He is currently 9th in the points. He has 32 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It'll be Brandon Shepard. Out in Uber, Illinois, the Mark Richards Racing, Valvoline, Soybert Calf Ranches, Franklin Enterprises, Petrov Towing, Gunners, Honey Ace Metalworks, Sunoco Race Fuels, Franklin Enterprises, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Rocket One Pre-Owned, Danny White, the crew chief on that Rocket Durham, followed by the 10. It'll be Joseph Joyner. He's out of Milton, Florida. He is in the Kubota Genuine Parts, Base Racing Fuels, Trading Paints. That's a Capital Randy Clary for the front, followed by the 19M out of Marina, Mississippi. Spencer Hughes to JCM Motorsports, Rocket Dickens. It'll be Yellowhammer Design and Construction, Clyburn Take Lines, Neon Bubbles Car Wash, Lone Star Super Gas, Extreme Graphics, Torco Racing Fuels, Justin McCree, the crew chief on the Indiana U Triple SA, Fast Pitch Softball 19M.
Brandon Shepard, second quick on lap number 1. Joseph Joyner goes fourth quick, his first time around. And Spencer Hughes, first lap atop of the leaderboard. Good lap, James.
Whoa.
1:6.575. Could we see the track record fall again? Shut. Second lap better, 1:6.953. Second lap for Joseph Joyner, fourth quick, 1:7.105. Spencer Hughes, second lap, not as good, 1:6.604, but Spencer Hughes, now the time to beat in All-Star Performance Time Trials Group, his most exciting qualifying session I've seen in a while.
We used to have those at East Bay every night, didn't
yes,
we?
1:6.575. Let's do it again. Let's bring another trio out.
It'll be Dan Ebert running for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year out of Lake Shore, Minnesota. The Collins Bros Towing, Minnesota Truck Headquarters, Woody's Racing, and Christensen Group. Number of the Rocket Durham, number 60. He will be followed by the 93 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Pro Power, PPC Lubricants, Poncho's Racing Products, Rick Auto Sales Entry. That'll be Corey Lawler, and followed by the 19R, the Top 50 Motorsports Infinity by Wells J. Dickens. It'll be Ryan Gustin in the Allen Seamless Gutters, Hoker Trucking, Wilson Sons Motorsports, Carlos Chevrolet Fertilizer Equipment Specialist, Dynamic Drivelines, Cody Mallory, the crew chief on the 19R. 16.576. Can anyone beat it?
Well, we're going to find out. Corey Lawler goes 8th quick his first time around. First lap time for Ryan Gustin is good enough for 5th fastest. Dan Ebert went 6th quick on lap number 1. He'll go 6th quick. He'll stay 6th quick on lap 2. Best lap 1:7.194. Second lap time for the 93 of Corey Lawler, a little better, stays 9th, 1:7.798. And the second and final lap time on the Reaper, Ryan Gustin, 4th quick. His best lap was a 1:7.093 after 9 cars. In Group B, Spencer Hughes, Brandon Shepard, Daniel Hilsebeck, your top 3.
Up next will be the 49 car. Right now, tied for the points lead with Tyler Bruning and Devin Moran. It'll be Jonathan Davenport out of Blairsville, Georgia, the Lance and Darla Landers, Double O Motorsports, Nutrient Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin Automotive, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Corey Fostved, the crew chief on the Longhorn Cornet tonight, followed by the 23, the 13-year-old out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. That'll be Becca Malone. Becca Malone and the Jeff Malone Longhorn by Paige Clements, Mid-Atlantic Roofing Supply, WP Racing Shocks, Mahindra Tractors, Mattman Designs, Fred Caldwell Chevrolet, Big Ace Custom Graphics, Corey Gordon, the crew chief on the 23, and the 20 car, 6th in the points. It'll be Jimmy Owens, the Kohler Motorsports, Vic Hill, Elite Ready Mix, Reese Monument Company, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Redline Oil, Capital Electric, Capital Waste, Boom Test, Will Service, Cheap Cars, Kurt Owens, his brother, the crew chief on the 20 for the Nightmare.
Again, they're all shooting for Spencer Hughes' lap of 16.576. Davenport, good lap. Second quick, James 1:6.867. Becca Malone, 9th fastest, 17.388 on lap 1. Jimmy Owens, first lap time. 4th quick, 1:6.968. Second and final trip around for Jonathan Davenport. Not as good. He'll stay second quick. Best lap of 1:6.867. Second lap time for Becca Malone. Not as good. 10th quick, 1:7.388. And the final trip around. Yeah, Jimmy Owens lays off of it coming across the line. He'll be 4th quick. Best lap 1:6.968. Spencer Hughes, Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Shepard. Now your top 3 after 12.
He was driving in there hard. He kind of hooked the cushion a little bit there, and he just backed out of it. Spencer Hughes. Close. We'll see. We still got more to go yet. It'll be the 79. And it'll be Kyle Bryan, first time with us this year out of Navarre, Florida, the Longhorn Clements, Bryan Racing Equipment, All-Star Performance, Swiss Springs 79. He'll be followed by the 17Z out of Esto, New York, and the Chris Zacharias entry. It'll be Seth Zacharias and the Longhorn Jones Racing Engines entry, Sign Works, Wicked Tees, Jimmy Zacharias, the crew chief on that car. Followed by the number 9, the Briggs Transport Rocker Clements at Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York. And the XS Storage, Valvoline, Dave Warren Power Sports, On Time Body Graphics, Performance Bodies, Corey Rubber, Trans 58, Shane Winans, the crew chief on 9.
Kyle Bryan, 13th quick on lap number 1. Seth Zacharias, 14th quick his first turn out. Tim McCready looked really good down in 1 and 2 on that first lap. doesn't transfer over, though. He's going to be 10th quick on lap 1 with a 1:7.289. Second lap time for Kyle Bryant better, 1:7.569. He's 12th quick. Second trip for Seth Zacharias is a little better, 1:7.612. He's 14th quick. Timmy McCready's second lap, he bumps up a couple spots to 8th fastest, 1:7.117. James, we've had 15 drivers attempt a lap in All-Star Performance Time Trials Group B. It's still Spencer Hughes with the time to beat, 1:6.576.
It'll be Ethan Dotson out of Bakersfield, California. Up next in the 74X, the 2X Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, BK Grading and Paving. Also sponsored by Penske Racing Shocks, H&A Development, and Boswell Oil. R.C. Whitwell, the crew chief on that car, followed by the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neill. In the Todd and Vicky Burns SSI Motorsports entry, Big River Steel, Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding Company, Subsurface of Indiana, Bobcat of Batesville, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Westside Tractor Sales, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Dyno 1, Indiana USSSA, Fast Pitch Softball, Bob and Tammy Burton, Nick Hardy, the crew chief on the Sunoco Race Fuel 71, followed by the 22-star Heinemann PAs. Drake Troutman, he's in the Brickhouse Tavern, Victory Circle Auto, Gambler Transport, RFI Resources, Mesquite Valley Transportation, Jerry Siding, Stone Natural Resources, Longhorn, Cornet, DJ.
Ethan Dotson, 10th quick, his first time around. Hudson O'Neill, 2023 Series champ, good lap, 6th quick for the Martinsville, Indiana driver. And Drake Troutman, second fastest, James, 1:6.726. Second lap time for Ethan Dotson. 4th quick, 1:6.864. Second trip around for Hudson O'Neill. 5th quick, 1:6.925. Drake Troutman's second lap time is better, but not good enough. 1:6.648 for Drake Troutman. 3 mashers on the track right there. Troutman second, Dotson 4th, O'Neill 5th. And we still have 5 drivers left to qualify here in Group B.
It'll be the 43 car up next, DJ, out of Ainsworth, Iowa. It'll be Derek Stewart. He's in the Stewart & Sons Limited. Houston Ag Company, Keltner & Company, Welding and Fabrication, Arnold Motor Company, Outlaw Cleaning, Midwest Frame and Axle, Grace Motorsports. That's a Capital Clements, followed by the 7 out of Georgetown, Delaware. It'll be Ross Robinson. He is in the Dutch Star Motorsports. Stokely Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, ML Joseph Sand and Gravel, Wesley Collins Builders, The Frozen Farmer, Sussex Carpentry, Hard Scrabble Express, Atlantic Prime Mortgage, First Aid Roof and Exterior, Boswell Oil, FK Rod, and Amanda Robinson, the crew chief on the Rocket Clements, followed by the 11, the veteran out of Zebulon, Georgia, it'll be Shane Clinton. He is in the Austin Smith Capital Clements, SCCS Solutions, Cedartown Electric, Hesco Solutions, number 11 for the Georgia Bulldog.
Derek Stewart's going to be 16th fastest his first time around. Ross Robinson's first lap, 15th quick. Here comes Shane Clanton and then Austin Smith, number 11. He's 12th fastest on lap number 1. All 3 drivers looking to pick it up on lap number 2. Derek Stewart goes 15th quick, a little better lap, 1:7.316. Second time for Ross Robinson, 17th, 1:7.390. And the final lap for Shane Clanton, he'll bump up 1 spot to 11th, 1:7.106. James, we've got just 2 drivers left to qualify. Spencer Hughes has the time to beat, 1:6.576. Drake Troutman is second, Jonathan Davenport third, Ethan Dotson is 4th. They're gunning for a 1:6.885 to get on the front row of either Heat 3 or 4.
Alachua, Florida's Nicholas Johnson should be up next in the Kryptonite 109. Oliver Racing Engine and Hood, Auto Technique Racing, Driscoll Engineering, Clark Construction Group, Premier Lawn Care. The final qualifier in the Paylor Motorsports 93 out of Lincoln, North Carolina. It'll be Carson Ferguson. Carson Ferguson, he is in the Hoopall Grading Company, Coleman Farms, Sparks Oil Company, Buddy's Automotive, Brad Benton Trucking, Baker Mitchell Company, Triple Electric, Pro Fabrication. And the crew chief, Scott Faker, on the Boone HVAC Concrete Floor Solutions, Longhorn Clements 93.
All right, first lap time for Nicholas Johnson, 22nd quick, 1:8.002. Carson Ferguson and the 93. Second full year behind the wheel of that entry. Oh, good lap. 4th quick, James, 1:6.881. That holds up. He'll be on the front row of a heat race. Nicholas Johnson improves on lap 2, but stays 22nd, 1:7.702.
Looks good.
What does Carson Ferguson have on lap 2? Second quick for the Lincolnton, North Carolina driver, 1:6.607. And that is unofficially a wrap on All-Star Performance Time Trials here tonight in Group B. Spencer Hughes overall our quickest in Group B. Carson Ferguson, the last car out, goes second quick. Drake Troutman third, Jonathan Davenport fourth. If those times hold up, they will start on the front row of heat races 3 and 4. You see the rest of the top 10 there on the left. Dodson, O'Neill, Shep, Owens, Hilsebeck, and the Reaper. Rounding up the top 10 in Group B All-Star Performance Time Trials here tonight. And the driver that was the quickest overall and is the new All-Tech Raceway track record holder came out of Group A, out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's Garrett Alberson, ladies and gentlemen, and he's made his way to the front straightaway, and he's going to grab a word with our very own Ben Shelton.
3 different races, 3 All-Star Performance Fast qualifiers, and race fans, how about your new track record holder, Garrett Alberson? Garrett, last night you guys found yourself in the B main. You rallied for a solid performance. Tonight, much different. How cool was it to come out here and set a track record?
Yeah, track records are always cool. You know, it's it takes special conditions sometimes, and but you know, it's cool to be in place and do the thing when it's time. So, super proud of the guys. We got a different car out tonight. You know, we've kind of done everything we can to put ourselves in a good position, and obviously track's way different tonight. You know, it's actually the brown's got grip, so it feels a lot different. It's going to be a different race, but I think it's actually going to be a good race. The brown feels grippy, the black feels slick, so it's going to be I think what we hope for.
Race fans, how about it again? Garrett Alberson, tonight's All-Star Performance Fast qualifier. Guys, we're mowing down track records in 2025. We took one down at Golden Isles 2 weeks ago. Tonight, All-Tex Falls. Right now, we're going to slip aside. Thanks to marketing partners. When we come back, 604 Crate Late models from here at All-Tech Raceway. Don't go anywhere.